Hi everybody, this is TJ with netpicks.com. Today I'd like to give you a sneak peek at my new strategy called the counterpunch. Just think of Muhammad Ali against the ropes with his guard up, rope-a-doping, while his opponent wails on him but doesn't really hurt him. He stays in his defensive position until his opponent is exhausted. Then he comes out and counterpunches and attacks with a fury. That's exactly how the counterpunch trading strategy works. Some of you may know me already as a coach for NetPicks. I've hosted their live trade room for 7 years. I'm also the creator of the Trend Jumper trading strategy, as well as my earlier strategy, the 7 Summits Trader, the SST. I've learned a lot from those experiences. The counterpunch is the culmination of all that learning and experience in the markets. Notice how simple the chart looks. There's very little on the chart. You don't need that much to do this strategy. Just some good rules and of course some good instruction on how to use these very simple indicators. When you see a setup below the bar like this, just like Trend Jumper, it means you're going short. The plus sign, that's your entry. You can see it in the data window. And then you have your targets. And like Trend Jumper, we're probably going to be exiting most of our trades at the second target. We could put a third target on. We could also exit at the first target. We could also trail. There's a lot of flexibility, just like the Trend Jumper and the SST. But that's where the similarities end. The counterpunch trading strategy is a completely different system. Notice that there's a trade setup to go short right here at 8:31 on today's crude oil market. It ends up being a really good trade too, and you'll see in a moment it actually gets to its full target. However, that's not the trade I'm interested in. The trade that I took was the next trade, and the reason why is because I've learned over the last 7 years of trading crude oil nearly every day that the best time to start, at least with a 377 tick chart, which is my favorite chart to use, is at 8:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so that comes right around here, and you can see we get a setup just a few moments later right there. And by looking at the calculator, the calculated entry is 46.05. So I took this trade at 46.04. Notice the 2 dots above the setup bar. That is our warning that a setup is imminent. Okay, now you'll see some dots and some setups that didn't occur, and you'll learn about how these dots work in training. Okay, it's very simple. But just for now, I want to give you a sneak peek just to show you how easy this is to trade. We're going to go to 45.74. You can trade this as a single position or multiple position strategy. Notice that today the price came down like so when it got to the first target. I'm moving my stop to lock in a tick of profit, and it comes down and it hits the target absolutely perfectly before the market turns around and starts going up. It's a great trade. This trade made us 30 cents. That's 300 bucks. And notice it went from 8:55 to 9 o'clock in 5 minutes. Notice the trade I pointed out earlier also worked. That came down and had no problems hitting its target also. The counterpunch is very versatile. Let me show you some of the Forex trades I've taken recently with the counterpunch. Okay, so finally volatility and range has returned to the Forex markets. Forex trading has been really exciting. Back in 2012 and 2013 was spectacular. 2014 it dried up for a while and ranges were tight. There wasn't really any volatility, and that's returned. Trading's been very exciting on Forex. The counterpunch loves Forex, or should I say Forex charts love the counterpunch. It's a really great approach to Forex. Notice I have 3 targets this time, taking advantage of the flexibility of trading Forex. You can take part of your profit off at each of these 3 targets and then trail your momentum line. The trade I took actually was the next one. Right here you have another long trade, see? And again, it's really easy. You can see the entry, you can see the targets, the stop. Notice it's above the bar, it's above the dotted line. That means we're going long. And this just happened. This was just a couple weeks ago on January 6th. It's set up and it triggered in. Took a little while to get some traction, but then it was just off and running. And then all of a sudden it zooms up, hits the first target, hits it on the nail. That's a nice trade just to the first target. Look at that, from 18, call it 51 plus spread to 21.14. Right? Nice size trade. Kept on going. Zoomed past the second target, and look how accurate that third target is. Just hit it right on the nail. It was a beautiful trade. Just finished. That was on 21st, a couple days ago. And you could still be trailing the dotted line if you're still in a position. You can see it's still going. Here's a look at the New Zealand yen. This is a trade I'm currently in right here. You could see earlier there was an earlier trade. And they're different colors because there's different types of setups. But this particular setup did great. Notice the stop, which is right up here at these dots. It held perfectly, and it's since come down. It's hit all three of these targets. I happen to be in the green trade right there. And notice how it's just coming down, and it just missed the target by really like 2 pips. The target is 87.75, and it came down to 87.79. Missed by 4 pips. So it's a really big trade. Obviously, these are daily charts. You got to trade these with small positions, obviously. But this works on many different time frames. In subsequent videos, I'll show you how this works on faster Forex charts as well. Show you one more. Here's a look at the Euro US. Got short back here, middle of December. And again, just so simple. You see the entry. It's below the dotted line. Not a lot on the chart. Don't need much. So a release date has not yet been announced for the Counterpunch Trader. It's coming soon though. You're going to want to be looking out for it and make sure you register when we do announce the release date. This will prove to be the biggest release since the Trend Jumper, which has been going strong for 2.5 years. In the meantime, I'll be releasing some more videos to show you more of my Counterpunch trading. Thanks for joining me on this video, everybody. This is TJ with netpicks.com. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.